this is not what I signed up for. That's what it felt like, just much worse, obviously. When there was an earthquake here last week, I was so scared. Why do I live in LA? I mean, I thought someone was actually breaking into the apartment, which kind of was also very scary. But I didn't understand what was happening. I was on the phone with my boyfriend and I was like, oh my God, someone's breaking into the apartment. And I was like closing all the doors and I felt like all this kind of movement, but it wasn't in the floor, it was more in the walls, and I heard the glass going like this. And then he's like, it's an earthquake. Enough of earthquakes. There's been good things happening this week too. I went to a junket for the movie Flatliners.
What happens to us after we die?
It was actually the same level of scariness as the earthquake. I don't know why I have to, when I'm thinking about it, I've been scared a lot this week. Because that movie was really scary. I didn't drink enough alcohol before I watched the movie. I didn't drink at all, actually. So that really freaked me out. And I didn't know the movie was so scary. I thought it was just like a thriller. And then it was like dead people in it. And I really don't like movies with dead people in it. I don't know if you like scary movies, but if you do, then have fun! I also did the interviews for this movie, otherwise obviously I wouldn't have watched the movie because I don't like being scared. And the thing is, every time I interview actors that are part of scary movies, I ask if they like being scared, and they don't like being scared either. So I was watching this movie yesterday and I got so scared, and I was like, why do we want to get into a movie theater and get scared? Do you like...
I couldn't tell you.
No, do you enjoy being scared yourself?
No, I don't enjoy it at all. Like, I don't enjoy it.
I don't like to pay money to be scared, no.
Something I did.
Do you like being scared? Let me know, because I would really like to understand why people want to go into a movie and get scared.
This was my fault.
Last time I met her was after X-Men, and she just came out with this beautiful speech, and I asked her about it, and she was very quiet in the way she spoke, but very intelligent and came across really, you know, genuine.
I think it's so beautiful because I think it's so indicative of the change that's happened and how society is evolving to sort of get past the foolishness and the ridiculousness of hating lesbian, gay, bisexual, or trans people. It's just absurd. It's just like, let's move on, people.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so happy for you. Oh. And when I met her now, she was kind of just giggly and flirtatious and fun, and I had such a fun time interviewing her. And I actually realized that it's been 10 years since Juno came out. Can you believe that? 10 years? She couldn't even believe it either. And I found this article online saying that teenage pregnancies has gone down a lot since that movie came out. And I asked her about it, and this is what she said. And then I saw it actually did have a really good impact because it did reduce the pregnancy amongst teenage.
I've heard this. Yeah.
I mean, what is it like to hear something like that of something you've been a part of?
I don't know do you think Juno was the reason? That's what people are saying?
That's what this article said, yeah.
Oh, an article.
Yeah.
Oh, an article said.
Yes.
I could like have this baby and give it to someone that like totally needs it. You should look at the Penny Saver. They have ads for parents. Yeah.
I also met with Mark Wahlberg this week, which was kind of a little embarrassing because the interviews were at Four Seasons, which is not far from here. So I was like, I'm gonna walk today. I feel like I want to be outside, and I miss that about New York, where you walk everywhere, or where I used to walk everywhere anyways. And so I decided to walk, and then I was like strolling about, and then all of a sudden they call me and they're like, hey, are you here yet? And I'm like, what? I thought I had so much time, and I didn't, so I had to start running. And it was so humid outside, so I ended up, you know, when you start sweating a little bit, but then when you come in and you sit down, that's when you really start sweating. So I had 20 minutes with Mark, just me and him, It wasn't a TV interview, it was for a newspaper. So it was just me and him sitting in this hotel room, and I came in and I was like, "Hi Mark," and then I started sweating and I started sweating and sweating, and I was like, I'm sorry, I was running here. And you know, yeah. Anyways, it was terrible. But it was a great interview. I spoke to Mark Wahlberg about money, because this movie that he's doing is called All the Money in the World. And it's basically about a kidnapping that happened in 1973. Paul Getty was the name of the guy who was then the richest man in the world.
My grandfather wasn't just the richest man in the world. He was the richest man in the history of the world.
And Scott Ridley is actually directing this movie, and Kevin Spacey is in it as well. And it is about when the grandson of Paul Getty was kidnapped.
We need to pay the ransom. They will do things to Paul that cannot be undone for any amount of money.
No! You can actually Google the whole story, but if you don't want to know what happened before you see the movie, then don't read about it. Anyways, I decided to talk to Mark Wahlberg about money. When you don't have money, all you want is money. But then when you have a lot of money, you're spending so much time, you're afraid of losing it. Mm-hmm. Can you relate to that in any way?
Yeah, to a certain extent. For me, I just want to be in a place where I know that I'm comfortable. So if I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to do this, I want to take my sons here, I want to go play golf. But, you know, I still feel like I'm young and I'm excited about work and what the future holds.
He is on Forbes' list #1 best paid actor in Hollywood right now.
Mr. Getty, how much would you pay to release your grandson if not $17 million?
Nothing.
Award season has just started. I don't know if you know what award season is, but that means when the good movie starts coming out, which is usually during the fall, because they start releasing the Oscar candidates just after fall starts. I don't know why they do that, but maybe it's because then people won't forget about them when they're starting to vote for the Oscars or for Golden Globes or whatever award show it is. This year I haven't seen that many movies that I'm thinking definitely it's gonna be like an Oscar candidate, but I was hoping maybe you guys had some ideas. I don't know how much you know about all the movies that are coming out, but if you want to put in the description what movies you're looking most forward to watching this fall, I would love to hear from you guys. Yeah, let me know. What movie do you have hopes for, and what are you most excited to watch? And yeah.
You know who threw that can?
What can?
How about you, sweetheart?
No, I didn't really.
Go, girl.
Hey, fuckhead!
What?
Okay, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by again. I just have to say it again and again and again because I really, really appreciate it. This week, actually, I think my channel reached 30 million views, which is pretty amazing. I just really wanted to say thank you guys for being here and for watching my interviews and for all your support and sweet words and nice and, uplifting comments. So, thank you so much, you guys. I love you all, and take care. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!